My partner cheated on me, lied to my face, and I still tried to take him back. Then he betrayed me again. So my partner and we're together for just shy of 2 years. We've known each other since we were little kids, and I always considered him one of my best and truest friends, even once we drifted apart in high school. He is funny, clever, sweet, and attentive when he wants to be. 2 years ago, I had a dream about him out of the blue and reached out to him, wondering if he might like to have a coffee with me and catch up. He accepted and we got coffee and caught up. Apparently, he was under the impression that was our first date. I genuinely thought we were just hanging out as old friends. Once he made his feelings and intentions for me more clear, I asked him to let me think about it first. And think about it I did, for almost a month. I had only ever been in messed up, toxic relationships up until that point, and I didn't want to bring that baggage into a potential partnership with someone I already had so much love and respect for. During that month, I did a lot of self-reflection and came to the conclusion that I was more than capable of being the good, trustworthy, and loyal partner that I knew he deserved. I thought we had a really good relationship. It was far and away the best one I had ever been in. He was sweet, romantic, thoughtful, and enthusiastic about me. He had long-term goals and plans that he quickly started to include me in. I met his friends and family and did my best to honor him by being the best I could be to his loved ones. One thing that kept coming up, however, was his job. He works in a restaurant. It's a high-pressure environment, to be sure, and about a year into our relationship, he was given a promotion from bartender to manager. I think that's when things might have started to go downhill. The pressure got to his head almost immediately, and he slowly became colder and more closed off. He is obsessed with his work and his coworkers. He had 2 really good friends, roommates, let's call them G and T, whom he convinced to come work at the same restaurant so they could all spend even more time together. G and T liked to party. A lot. Especially G. My ex often said that G was a bad influence on him and that his behavior worried him deeply. They would go out with maybe 10 to 12 other coworkers to the college bars in our town and get drunk maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not much of a drinker myself, so I tried to keep up with them at first, but over time I stopped trying as hard, and my ex also stopped inviting me to go out with them. I also started getting the impression that those coworkers were, not exactly good people. So there was that too. We had more than a couple disagreements on that topic. Anyway, up until a couple weeks ago, I thought things were basically good between us. He always said our relationship was perfect, which was confusing. Because obviously no one is perfect, but also because we had definitely had our fair share of conflict, usually about his tendency towards selfishness and childishness. But he always had so many lovely things to say about me, and about us, and about our future together, so I tended to focus more on his words than his actions. My mistake, obviously. Well, he cheated on me. With one of his coworkers, a girl I was always nice to and never thought twice about. They went out to a bar in our town, had some fun, and went home together. When he told me several days after the fact, I was completely shocked, and for a moment I truly believed that he was joking. A fucked up joke, to be sure, but a joke, right? No. At first he tried to blame it on her. She came on to him and he just froze up and didn't stop her. Elle asked him to clarify, did she actually assault you? He said no. He admitted that he chose to participate. I asked if he was drunk. He wasn't. He did try to throw G and T under the bus as well, basically implying that they had encouraged him to have sex with her and had been filling his ear with misogynistic poison.